All right. Hello there, my good faithful YouTube viewers and listeners. It is the Jer Bear. Today's date is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. Wow, it's been a minute since I've done a Daily Rant recording, huh? Well, it's great to be back on the saddle, so to speak. No legal trouble or anything going on. I know I've been silent with the Daily Rants as of the past, I'd say a month or two. At least it seems like it's been that long anyway. I haven't really checked back because I've been busy doing other things and just trying to live my life every day. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Daily Rant recording. A couple of things I'm going to discuss in today's recording. And I thank you so much for stopping by. So, first of all, I want to say that my return to Facebook has actually been a lot better than in years past because I don't have specific people on my friends list. I don't have people who are going to be easily convinced of a lie or rumors or gossip being said about me. So I have to make sure that my Facebook account is under tight lock and key, although you can access my Facebook account, or at least you can follow the link to my Facebook account via my YouTube channel. And if you're not friends with me already, and if we were friends in the past, please send me a friend request. I'll accept it. But, so it's been rather pleasant for the most part. It hasn't been really all that bad. Although there is a particular individual that I'm going to put on public blast because they are very fucking deserving of it. And then after I do that, I'm going to move on to the bigger point of this daily rant, the bigger discussion of this. So first of all, and it is another oncology mom. She goes by Nikki Riggs or Nicole Blancett on Facebook. And I never thought I'd have to do a daily rant or put her out on public blast like this. But, when you leave me with no choice, I do what I gotta do. I'm not going to stand for, being treated like shit. So I helped her once before. She is an oncology mom. Her son had leukemia. I don't know if he's still battling leukemia, or I don't know if he's in remission. I don't know if he's going to scans or whatever. I have no idea, because she ended up blocking me when I tried to reconnect with her on social media because I thought we were friends. And after I had written her son a letter, I'd written all the other kids a letter so they wouldn't feel left out, so the one child wasn't being overshadowed. Or not overshadowed, I guess, so the other children weren't being overshadowed by the one kid, I guess is what I meant to say. And I sent money to her so that way she would have funds for food, lodging, hospital stays, gas in the vehicle, whatever she needed. I didn't have to do that. I wanted to do it, being the kind of guy I am. And I thought we were still cool. Apparently we're not. So Nicole Blancett or Nikki Riggs or whatever the fuck you go by on Facebook now, you can take this as a great big juicy fuck off for blocking me when I'm trying to reconnect. I thought we were still friends, but I guess we're not. So thanks for biting the hand that fed you. That's always nice. And if you can't get the sarcasm from that, then I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, you can fuck off. I'm done with you. You can fuck right off into oblivion and don't ask me for another fucking dime. I wish all the best for your kid, but as far as you are concerned, you can jump off a motherfucking cliff for all I care, because I'm done with you. Okay, so now that I got that out there, moving on to the bigger issue that I wanted to talk about in this Daily Rant recording, and I've spoken about this organization and this guy many, many times in past Daily Rant recordings and Sunday video updates. And today, in this edition of the Daily Rant, almost said Sunday video, in this edition of the Daily Rant will be no exception. So I found out, a little fly on the wall, told me that the nonprofit organization called Fighting All Monsters, FAM, has been suspended by the Internal Revenue Service. Now, I don't know the entire detail behind that. I don't know what led to that. Maybe, I think they might have been behind on their taxes or failing to pay in the state of Florida. I really don't know the whole story, but I was told that I guess they failed to pay taxes. It would be Milk Tyson and Amber Monahan. I guess they failed to pay tax. I don't know how true this is, so I don't really want to put out too much. But in a nutshell, I guess the accusation is such that they refused or at least failed to pay taxes on the nonprofit. So the IRS suspended them. But, it's not just tax evasion, if that's the case. It's not just tax evasion. Milk Tyson is a creepy, crooked motherfucker who rides off the backs of sick and dying children to line his pockets. So he's not just a legal thug, but he is an immoral piece of shit, which I have pointed out and demonstrated any number of times in the history of these Daily Rant recordings and on Sunday video updates. So, by what I understand, FAM has been suspended for, I think, the next couple of months. I would hope that FAM would be permanently fucking obliterated forever, for eternity. But this just might be the tipping point. It might be the tip of the iceberg, where we will finally, once and for all, get rid of this corrupt, criminal, nonprofit organization, and the people behind this end up in jail. We do not need people, and I say we collectively, we do not need people who are going to profit from sick and dying kids. And then, if it's true that they weren't paying taxes, then fuck it, put them in jail, put them in prison. That's a federal offense. You don't pay your taxes, off to the fucking clink you go. Which would be a good thing, because then they won't be a threat or a danger to sick and dying children. They will no longer pose a threat to children or just to the general public and the rest of society. Get the fuck rid of them. Do away with them. Put them away. And I'm telling you, I'm a bit ecstatic about this. Because I have had major outs with this. Oh, he's just a piece of shit. They should have done away with him a long time ago, but I knew if I just sit back and I kind of cross my arms and let nature run its course, sooner or later he's going to get caught. It's going to catch up to him. And the beauty of this, not only has FAM been suspended, and they may be potentially looking at jail and or prison time, a lot of the oncology parents are opening their eyes. They're actually awake to what's going on. They caught on to his scams and schemes. There's been lots of families in the childhood cancer world who did not receive any funds from FAM. They went without. They had grocery bills, gas bills, electric bills. They had bills to pay. And when you're a family of the oncology world, you know how that has a great impact on your financial status. It gets expensive. Bills get overwhelming. You can't pay it all. You can't be in 50 different places at once. And Milk Tyson has been exposed time and time again for being the immoral piece of shit that he is. And it's about fucking time that all of these parents in the oncology world wake up to this. And they wake up to him. So congratulations, moms. You're finally getting it. Now if I could just get you to open your eyes about people like Tom Mitchell and the rest of the fucking these narcissistic types out there, then the childhood cancer world might stand a chance of being repaired. Now, I'm not going to fix it on my own, but I can definitely point out the flaws and the problem areas with childhood cancer. I wouldn't even care so much about the advocacy, only there's children involved. So I have to say the childhood cancer advocacy side of things, which if there weren't kids involved, I wouldn't give a fuck so much. But because of the fact that most people call themselves advocates, and okay, so it's a double-edged sword. If you want to pride yourself in being an advocate, then you can also pride yourself on what being an advocate means now. Which is why I don't call myself an advocate anymore. Which is why I claim moratorium on advocacy, like I think 2 years ago. I am done with the bullshit. And people like Nikki Riggs or Nicole Blancett, whatever the fuck she is now, I don't know what she goes by. I really don't care, but she'll know who she is. It's people like her, the ungrateful types. And she's like a cheerleader. She's another one of these cheerleader types. Like she's like Tom Mitchell or whoever it is, she's got her favorite quarterback. Like some kind of a fucking sports jock or something. That's what it feels like. That's what the childhood cancer world has come to. That we're all just supposed to be cheerleaders for our favorite quarterback. And I'm not a cheerleader. Sure as fuck not a quarterback. And I have nothing to do with that anymore. But as a sideline, observer, as someone who's just sitting on the sides and I'm observing what's going on, I think it is fucking hilarious now that Milk Tyson is getting in trouble. And Nicole Blancett, you have an opportunity to make it right with me. You can email me. My email address is in the About tab section of my YouTube channel. Can only be uncovered on computers. Maybe, hopefully, you'll email me or you'll text me and we can have a conversation. And if you're willing to do so, I'm going to retract everything I just said. But until such time as you do that, everything I said about you is going to fucking stay right where it is. I am done playing games with people. I am done. I'm just not interested in playing these little high school bullshit games anymore. And most of you listening to this are probably thinking to yourself, well, so you're going to whine about someone blocking you on social media? You're going to get on Daily Rant and whine about someone blocking you? No, absolutely not. That's not the main issue. The main issue with that is the fact that I bent over backwards to help somebody and they fucked me over. They stabbed me in the back. So it was okay for you to accept my gifts, but for me to want to say hello or try to rekindle a friendship that I thought we used to have, and you're going to spit in my face, go fuck yourself. I'm done with you. I am done. And furthermore, honestly, I'm glad that she blocked me because she is the kind of person, if you're friends with this Nikki Riggs or Nicole Blancett on Facebook, she likes to show a lot of skin. She has no problem with sharing with the fucking world that she likes to masturbate daily. She loves nonstop hardcore sex every day. She put this on her Facebook page. And I'm trying to understand why anybody in their right fucking mind would care enough to put that on their Facebook. Who cares about your sex life? Nobody else should give a damn about your sex life. Why do you think that the world needs to know that you're celibate or you like to fuck every day? Why does the whole world need to know that? I'm dying to know what the answer to that question is. Because I certainly do not give two shits and a fuck about your sex life unless you want to publicly, unless you want to privately have that conversation with me, then that's fine. We can talk about personal things in private. But to put it out there into the open, in public, for the whole fucking world to see your Facebook and say, oh, she likes to fuck, she likes to masturbate every day. Yeah, you make yourself look like common street trash. Sorry, but you gotta call a spade sometimes, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So, I feel bad. I do feel bad about saying the things I just said about her. I do in a way because I never thought I would do that. I never thought that I would have to put someone... I don't enjoy doing that, okay? I don't enjoy doing that, but at the same time, it's to teach motherfuckers a lesson. It's to show people that I am done playing games. I am tired of putting my heart out there, opening my heart to people for them to rip it out and to make me feel like I'm a centimeter tall. I am so sick and tired of being treated like a bad person when I have done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not going to stand by and take it anymore. Now, most of you who are friends with me on Facebook currently, you know that I'm very outspoken now, which that should have been the case in the beginning, but because, me trying to be a people pleaser, I try to refrain from being outspoken and forthright with my thoughts and opinions and things. Now, I have zero fucks to give. I am totally bankrupt on fucks to give. And if you don't like what I have to say in my daily rants or Facebook or elsewhere, you can unsubscribe from my YouTube channel. You can delete me off your Facebook. Whatever your little fucking heart desires, do it. Because I am past being Mr. Nice Guy. That ship has sailed, and I am done dealing with people who are ungrateful. I have had my fill. I've reached my limit on ingrates. You can take a flying fuck and go somewhere else, because I'm not dealing with you anymore. So, there's that. Back to the Milk Tyson situation again. I'm just, it just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that this piece of shit is going to have the hammer of justice coming down on him anytime if he hasn't already. Of course, I have Milk Tyson and all his flunky fucking loser friends on Facebook. I have all of them blocked. Yeah. They too can take a flying fuck. Because Milk Tyson is a piece of shit. Everybody knows it. He's been exposed, like I said, any number of times for any number of different things. And it's finally catching up to him. Finally, after all this time. And maybe the childhood cancer world will be a little... Actually, I take that back. Maybe it'll be a lot quieter and a lot safer and a lot better. And a lot more at ease, knowing that this piece of shit maggot is out of the equation. He needs to be locked up. And I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't agree with me on that, but that's your fucking problem. This should have happened a long time ago, and I, for one, I'm just so happy that justice may potentially finally be served with this piece of shit. I'm done with him. I'm done with a lot of people. That's the way it is. But there's a lot of people who, they just... Well, Jared hasn't really said anything on, done a daily rant on his YouTube channel. Well, there's no legal issue going on. That's what they're getting at or insinuating, that I've been in trouble or some serious legal shit went on, which is not the case. But I'll tell you what, it was nice to take a break for a little while, to just kind of shut my mind off and not worry about the bullshit going on. But at the same time, it is interesting to see how things unfold with these scumbags and these scammers who have been doing this shit for years, and it's finally catching up to them after all this time, which is a good thing. It should have been done a long time ago, but with a little bit of patience, the right things will happen at the right time. And by what I understand, Milk Tyson is still on Facebook, or I think he might have deactivated his Facebook page, but the Fighting All Monsters Facebook page is still up. So if you're on Facebook, may I suggest to you that you go into the search engine on Facebook and you type in Milk Tyson Scam. And you will most certainly find posts with Milk Tyson's name mentioned and how much of a fucking fraud that he is, and how all these moms have finally woken up to the real danger. Now, that's not to say that they think I'm a good person or that I am... they still probably have those thoughts. They still think that I'm a threat, a quote-unquote threat to a lot of people. The only thing I've ever done was really say the word fuck. That's it. I don't know how that's any more of a threat than someone who's robbing families blind at the expense of their vulnerability. Something I would never do, by the way. I'm the kind of person who gives. I've given a lot over the course of, 5, 6 years, 7 years. I've done a lot for a lot of people. And I don't regret being generous, but I regret helping the wrong people. And you can detach the two. You can separate one from the other. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Shit's getting deep. Better strap on your boots. But anyway, I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. Taking it easy. I just did a Sunday video update this past Sunday. Duh. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I had a couple of uncles pass away. And this Thursday coming up is Thanksgiving. So hopefully the holiday will be good. It'll be better. I'm going to prepare some food. I'm going to make my green bean casserole. I bought a nice shank ham. I'm going to peel and chop up and boil some potatoes so we can have mashed potatoes. And I think we have gravy somewhere, hopefully. And if we don't, I can buy more, or at least I'll try to make it up to Frank's tomorrow, because I know they're going to be packed tomorrow. And I think they're going to be closed on Thanksgiving. I think Frank's Supermarket's going to be closed on Thursday, but I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. But Thursday's going to be a very busy day, and it'll be 1 year since I had the COVID. And I'm happy to report that I have not felt any symptoms since having the COVID last year. I gained my weight back, and I think I put on extra pounds, and I feel great. I have a little bit of a chest pain. Like, I've had that. It's been lingering now for about a week. But other than that, I mean, I feel great. I don't have any fevers. I'm not experiencing numbing or tingling in my arms or my hands. I don't have backaches. I'm not lightheaded or nauseous or anything like nauseated or anything like that. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel all right. Just that little lingering chest pain. It could be stress. It could be anxiety. Who knows? I don't feel stressed and anxious about anything, but maybe my body is trying to tell me that I am stressed and anxious about a lot of things, that I need to just take it easy and relax and not worry and not think about things so much. And rest assured, I will be listening to my body more often. I have to start drinking more water and less pop or soda, depending where you're from. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing great. And I did, like I said, I lost a couple of uncles last week and the week before. One was 75, one was 90. So, yeah, that's just the way it is, I guess. Not much you can do about that. I'm going to miss Uncle Frank and Uncle Junior, and yeah, so that's about it for that, as far as that goes. But I've officially run out of things to say. I know many people have been missing my daily rants. I didn't think I had fans, but I do. I do, actually. Because I'm that fucking good, huh? Yeah. I don't think I'm that great. I'm hated because I speak the truth, and I'm hated because I can pin people down with the truth. And it gets to the point where it becomes inescapable for them. There's no way out for them. NWO, no way out. Because I back them into a corner or in a position where they are forced to tell the truth. And I know this Justina Banks, whoever on Facebook, she's going to end up sharing this too. Honestly, I have no idea who's behind the Justina Banks account. It could be Carrie Rickman, could be Debbie Carver, could be Russ Boggs, could be anybody. Elizabeth Deaver, could be anybody. But they know who they are, and they know how much of cowards they are, because if they weren't cowards, they would just come forward. They would just come clean and say who they are. But I'm not worried about it. That rests on their heads. They're going to have the reputation of being a liar. And I will be vindicated, one way or the other. So. But anyway, guys, I think I pretty much covered the subjects I wanted to talk about. Nikki Riggs / Nicole Blancett, whoever the fuck you are now. If you want to have a conversation, hit me up. I told you how you can get a hold of me, or unblock me on Facebook and we'll have the conversation. But if you're not willing to do that, you can keep fucking right on off into oblivion, right off into the fucking sunset, and don't ever talk to me again. And that'll work out. That'll be great. I don't have time for bullshit. And I know that's why a lot of people, I guess, I have this inclination that a lot of people didn't really like me or approve of me anyway because of my being different. I'm a different person. I have a different style. I have a certain way of doing my own thing. And it didn't resonate with everybody. So in order to, quote unquote, appease me of being judgmental of who I am, they had to use this excuse, oh, Jared's nasty, block him, delete him. Because really, what else is there? There is nothing else. They knew that I was good to them. They'll never tell you that. That will always be the forever secret. They will never tell you how good I was to them. I had written letters to their kids to show them that someone out here understands what they're going through and that I cared. But these parents and legal guardians, they just don't give a fuck. And that's sad. They judge me based on my style, my appearance, my looks, whatever. They were judging me before anything else had come out, all these rumors and vicious lies. They were judging me beforehand. So now they got their wish, they got what they wanted, now they can fuck right off and leave me alone. But the kids, on the other hand, I know it's not the kids, it's not their fault. It's the parents and legal guardians. They're the ones who make all the stupid, wrong, incorrect, faulty decisions based on faulty, inaccurate information. So, they're going to have to do backstrokes in that ignorance because I'm not going to be the lifeguard in that little pond of deceit. So, anyway, guys, I think I pretty much covered everything I want to say. I thank you so much for indulging me for just under a half hour. My name is Jared Fuller, a.k.a. the Jared Bear. There'll be more content coming very soon, including a house explosion that happened just last night in Flint. I recorded the world news clipping on television. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for that, but we'll see what happens. I love you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you just take care of yourselves and eat a lot of food, and I hope you have a wonderful nap after you eat. So until next time, gals and gents, toodaloo!